Hey Glam fam, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button in order to join the Glam fam and in order to take flight with us. Okay, I post a ton of different things here on my channel, things that interest me and things that I'm sure will interest you too, honey. And also, if you support the channel, make sure that you comment something down below. You can let your girl know where you're watching from, and or you can simply comment some emojis. And let's go ahead and get right into today's video. Now, I'm pretty sure we all wonder about financial freedom. It's something that we all want, to achieve. If you don't want financial freedom, you're a little bit crazy, okay? Because this is a goal that pretty much everybody desires at some point in their lives. You guys, I am no different. Even if you have the money, you might want a little bit more. If you don't have the money at all, you're trying to get the money, okay? Either way, at the end of the day, we all have this understanding that we need money in order to survive. And a lot of us have grown into the mindset that we at least want to have generational wealth, okay? Who doesn't want generational wealth? Who doesn't want their kids and their kids' kids to eat and not struggle, okay? I hope you do at least. So today we're going to be talking about financial freedom, ways to achieve that, and how I personally have achieved financial freedom at just 20 years old. I know you're going, girl, you just 20. What, when, who, where? We're going to talk about all that and more in today's video. Now, if you have not seen my most recent video on how to achieve the life that you want, I'd recommend that you guys check it out. I'm going to list it up in the cards for you guys if you are interested on how to manifest anything that you want, okay? Whether it be money, whether it be a new job, whatever the case may be, this is the video that you want to check out. In today's video, we're talking about financial freedom. Now, I would say the steps to financial freedom are really not any different. Personally, how I personally have a financial freedom is, you guys, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was definitely raised very privileged, okay? That is first and foremost. I was raised very privileged, but I started working at a very young age, okay? If you followed my channel, I have been singing and traveling on the road with my mom since I was 15 or 14. It was either 14 or 15. I started traveling on the road, and this was one of the ways that I made my income. So I wasn't the average 15-year-old that was just sitting at home waiting on mama to bring home the bacon, okay, and fry it up in a pan. I was traveling on the road and basically building income for myself. Even though I wasn't really paying attention to it, I was building income for myself, and I was building great work ethic also, because I definitely developed great work ethic from being on the road, okay, and seeing how much effort goes into taking care of a household. So you guys, that was one of the ways that I developed great work ethic. Now, as I always tell people, you really don't get rich off of working a day job, okay? It's possible to secure a great living while working a day job, but 9 times out of 10, the people who make it to be the most financially successful are people who are entrepreneurs, are people who step out on faith and put in that work, and it's like one day I have $1 million in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, if you're going to your day job, if you're going to your average 9 to 5, you really don't make that type of living, okay? You make your annual salary, and that's it. That's all. I started that at a very young age. Now, for those of y'all that are not aware of this about me, I have always been very into credit, and I've always been very into saving money. These are two things that I have always been big on. Why? Because throughout my life, I've seen so many people struggle with money, struggle with financial management. A lot of people have had a lot of money in their hands. They just didn't know how to properly manage it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys watching this video can also say the same thing. When you have money and you don't know how to properly manage it, it's just as bad as being completely broke, because what's going to happen is you're going to blow all of that money anyway, right? So I would say, at whatever point you are in your life now, just start putting aside $10 a day, okay? If you can simply put aside $10 a day, this is going to help you out more than you know. If you put aside $10 a day for a year, that is $3,650 saved up at the end of the year. Now, you may look at that like $3,000 is really nothing, but it's something. It's money put aside for a rainy day, or just in general for just saving up up money, okay? It's a start, okay? So I'm pretty sure we all have $10. Put it aside, put it aside, and put it aside, and I promise you'll be on your way to building up savings in no time. You can even do this by putting aside $20 a day. You can do this by putting aside more money a day. All that I want you to do is make sure that you're putting something aside a day, and this is going to get you on the road to saving up money in no time. Everybody always looks at me like, hey Maddie, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? How do you do that? And I've always made sure that I was very wise with my finances. I never wanted to make hasty decisions. When I turned 18, I wasn't willing to just run out of my parents' house just because I was grown. Some people have no choice, so I'm not talking about the people who have no choice, but you definitely want to make sure that you're making the right financial decisions, because the decisions that you make at this point is what's going to determine the rest of your life, okay? Now, I made a video in the past all about how I can afford, I think, $1,500 or $1,600 rent. If you guys have not seen that, I'm going to list it up in the cards. This has been about 2 years ago now, so I might update that video very, very soon. But you guys, being 20 years old, most 20-year-olds are not financially stable, and the reason being is because of bad money management a lot of the time, and also because at 20 you really don't typically have the work ethic that you need in order to elevate to the next level. And if you do, and if you make the money, again, you don't have the money management to handle it. So whenever I talk to my friends or people that I know that are around my age or even older, I try to make sure that I say save money. I think we live in a generation where we're too busy trying to impress one another that we don't realize how vital it is to be putting money aside, okay? And yeah, so you want Gucci this, you want Louis that, but do you have Gucci this, Louis that money for real, okay? Like, you always have to think with the mindset of, if I cannot buy 10 of these and still be financially comfortable, then I shouldn't be buying it, okay? Now, something else that you might want to do is cut back unnecessary expenses. This could mean small bills or big bills, honey. Whatever the case may be, if there's something that you have that you are paying for, whether it be a monthly subscription or whatever the case may be, make sure, okay, make sure that you are cutting back the cost on a lot of these things, because the thing with little bills is they add up. Little bills add up to big bills, okay? So when you got Netflix, Hulu, Canva, you have a whole lot of monthly subscriptions coming out, you guys, all this stuff totals up, and before you know it, you're paying a lot, okay, in monthly bills. So you want to make sure that you dial it back just a little bit. Probably have only 1 or 2 credit cards, maybe 3, and just keep everything at a good level. There's a lot to money management, but I promise you, you're gonna thank yourself in the future for balancing out these things, okay? And that's pretty much all that I had to share with you guys on today. I'm your girl Maddie. I popped in to share with you guys some amazing things, and I hope that this video definitely helps a lot of you guys out and inspires you all on your journey. I'll definitely be making some more videos like this soon. So if you're new here, just make sure that you stay tuned into the channel. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you are new here, and also make sure that you leave a comment down below. I'm gonna see you all in my next one. Bye.